Hello everybody and welcome along to the second episode of this summer's Hull City transfer talk. This one's a day late for reasons I'll explain in a moment, but this week it has been contracts galore with a couple of interviews from Tan Kesler and Liam Rosenior which have revealed some bits as well. That's about it really, so I can't really say all of that and more, but all of that after this. Okay then everyone, welcome along to a Saturday transfer talk on what is a very, very sunlit Saturday here in Hull. It is glorious here, and you know what? It's nice in the shade because as a ginger person I burn very easily. I apologise that this wasn't out yesterday, although I do have a very good reason. I was in Sheffield all day and I didn't get back from Sheffield until nearly 7 o'clock, and at that point, time to record this doesn't really exist because I have to eat, get showered, and then I was knackered, so I just went straight to bed. And this would have been out earlier today as well, but I'm recording this about 4:15 because I have been back in Sheffield today looking at the university and seeing where I could be studying for the next couple of years once I've done my A-levels next summer. So it's been a busy end to the week and start of the weekend for me, but here we are. And I would just like to quickly, before we get into the transfers, apologise for the microphone cutting out last week. Let's hope this doesn't happen this week. We'll start then with those contracts where do we start? Louis Coyle, 3 years with the option of an extra year to take him up to 2026, maybe 27 if we take that option. Regan Slater, another 3+1 to take him up to 2026, maybe 7. David Robson got a new 1-year deal, which will take him up to the end of this season coming, with a club option of a further year. And then Harry Vaughan, another 3 years with the option of a 4th, taking him up to 2026, possibly 2027 as well. It's good, and Liam Rosenior said in an interview that has come out today, which is quite useful that has come out today, so I've listened to that on my way back from Sheffield, and he has said there are more new contracts to come, which is very, very good. We've got a hell of a lot of players out of contract at the end of this season, so it's good that some of those are getting sorted out. I'm trying to think who else we've got off the top of my head. Cyrus Christie's one of them. Figueiredo is one. We've got a lot of the academy boys, people like Alfie Taylor, Ollie Green, Will Jarvis, Harry Wood. So they'll be good to get sorted out as well. Yeah. So there are some big players. There are some big players in there, and it will be good to get them sorted. In terms of ins, this is going to be a very, very quick episode this week, I can more or less guarantee. There isn't much, but the Rosenior interviewers said that we have made some massive progress on the incomings, even though they haven't yet been announced. I've totally lost my train of thought now. Anyway, I've had to cut that because there was an invasion of kids charging in. Can I be in your video? So we'll do whatever. After Rosenior said we've had massive progress, he said that the reason these have taken longer is because there's competition for these players, but he's comfortable with the arrivals and that they're not far away, and he just sort of said we'll see when they're announced just how good they are, which is positive. And he did say a left back is crucial, and the calibre of the player we're signing is exciting. Now, is that a hint of Ryan Manning? I hope so, but we will find out. Other than that, the ins this week, Hull Live have reported that a defender is going to be signed next week and travel with the team to Turkey before we play Galatasaray on the 5th of July. And then also while we're out there, we play Hatayspor as well, which is good. I think we're using Fenerbahce's training facilities. So who could that defender be? Could be Sonny Bradley maybe. Could it be the left back? Who knows? Who knows? Two quotes from Tan Kesler on the incoming front. His interview with the BBC Radio Humberside. He basically said about Karl Dalo to be patient. And, well, to summarise what he says we're keen on him, but it's not going to be done early because finances. By the sounds of what Tan has said, he was to me, he was sort of implicitly saying, we want him and we are Carl's first choice, but Newcastle want to offload him permanently, and we might not be in the financial position to do that until later in the window when we've sold some players on and we've got these other deals fully sorted, which is fair. And, you know, Carl, I think it's clear he wants to come back. But, again, Tam was basically saying be patient, so we do just have to be patient. And I think every week it might be fun in these to do a little section called Karl Dalo Watch and see if anything else has been said. He also said that, as was reported last week, as we're coming to the bit of the field where I struggled to say the source last week, where Manchester Evening News reported that we were interested in Tom Heaton. Tan Kesler has confirmed that Heaton is on the shortlist for goalkeepers, but didn't really say any more than that. The club are giving far less away this year, so much to the point where they've even put hoardings, as in like blocks of that just say Hull City over the training ground gates, so nobody can look in and take pictures and find any sneaky arrivals and things like that. So yeah, they're taking everything very seriously, they're keeping everything very quiet, and I think they've learned that that's the best way to do things, as frustrating as it is for us because we loved the openness last year. But yeah, we will see on that front. And it's just sprung to my mind one last thing from Liam Rosenior's interview that he mentioned. I touched on it last week as well, Aaron Connolly, and that basically we're not going to go for him. That's what Rosenior was basically saying. He said he did well, but injuries and we need a fit squad. I do still think though that had Connolly's injury been muscular, it would have been more of a problem, but it wasn't muscular, it was a break, so it was a broken toe. So yeah, we will see on that one. I don't think we'll see Aaron Connolly in black and amber again. In terms of outgoings then, as we spin back round and go back this way, because there's less people and I don't want to be invaded by a horde of youths wanting to be in the back of the vlog again. So in terms of outs, Tan Kesler said that there have been no bids for Jacob Greaves so far, which is great news in my opinion. And Tan Kesler also said that Harvey Cartwright is going to go out to Grimsby on loan, and I think that'll be a great signing for Grimsby. I really, really do. Yeah, that's all from Tan's interview really. That was about all we got, apart from the Roma technical partnership, which I might do a whole video on in itself. The plan is, each week I want to do one of these any sort of signing, kit announcements, and I want to do a sort of other video as well. So for example, coming next week, Tuesday or Wednesday, you've got a kit ranking video coming your way where I rank all 27 Hull City and Umbro kits from 2014, when we left Adidas to go back to Umbro, until now, when we have just announced the Kappa partnership. So I might do something on that in itself. If there's any stuff like that you'd like to see me do, we've got 6 weeks, so let me know what you think down in the comments, or tweet me, message me on Instagram, that sort of thing. I do read all the comments, might not reply to them all, which I've got really bad at, especially in the last season, not replying to comments, but I read all I read all the tweets that you send, I read all my Instagram messages. So yeah, I do read everything that gets commented or sent my way. Final two then, these are two released players that have moved elsewhere. So Callum Elder has joined Derby, which I think is a brilliant move. The only 2 seasons Callum Elder has played in League One, he's gone up as champions, first with Wigan and then with us. So Derby are making serious moves, and they're definitely going to be up there in League One in this upcoming season, as I try to avoid getting hit by a low-hanging tree. I'll just stay in the shade here now, it's nice. For a main road, it's very quiet. And Billy Chadwick has got a move to Stockport. It's unclear what Stockport are going to do with him at the moment. They're going to assess him in pre-season and then see if he's capable at the calibre they want, which I think he might well be, or whether to loan him out into the National League or into the National League North again. But we will see. And that is everything from this week. It's been a quieter week than last, but I hope you've enjoyed this video nonetheless. Take care, and I will see you all in the next one. Be that a signing announcement, a kit reveal, be it another one of these, failing all that, it will be the kit ranking video that comes out on Tuesday or Wednesday. Take care everyone, see you later, and goodbye.